In divorce, it can feel like nothing is going right, that everything's gone wrong, that you messed it all up. Well, that could be true, but consider this. Yvon Chouinard, the founder of Patagonia, a rock climber, surfer, and adventurer, he once said this: true adventure begins when everything goes wrong. So in divorce, welcome to true adventure. And if you look at it that way, it's empowering, it's inspiring, and it can tell you of what's good to come. So stick with me here. Let's talk about the adventure of divorce and what you can do with it. If we stay in the mentality and the mindset of everything is wrong, that it's all broken, you messed up, you'll never get this right, no one will love you again, then that's what it will be. But you know that's not the truth. You know down deep in your core, that's farther from the truth than you could ever experience. And here's why. This is just a moment in time. It could be 5 years, 5 months, or 25. Yes, you built a life. You had a story, but that story has changed. And there are many great men out there that have come back from divorce stronger, better at so many things: communication, adventure, and exploring the world. So take that statement to heart. The true adventure has begun. Now, what do you want to do with it? For me personally, I did things that scared me. I put myself in places I would never have gone before. I questioned mindsets and mentalities that kept me stuck in the same places. Kept me spending time with people that I cared about, but I didn't really want to be there. So I encourage you to do the same. Put yourself in new spaces. Try new things. Cut behaviors and bad habits that didn't serve you then and don't serve you now. Make sure that you test those questions, those thoughts in your mind. Everything you thought you believed, everything you thought you had in control, wasn't in your control at all, was it? Well, the adventure's begun, hasn't it? And this is your perfect time, your perfect window, your perfect space to test everything. If you're telling yourself a lie about the love that you had in divorce, the love you had in the relationship that led to divorce, isn't it time to question just about everything else? Question your limitations that you put on yourself. Question everything, right? And many men take this as a time to question who they are at their core, but not in a good way. They do it in a deprecating way. And they question the fact that anyone would ever love them again. They question the fact that they were even loved at all. Well, I can guarantee you were loved. There was love in that relationship. It was real. It just fell apart. Probably just weren't there in the capacity to love her how she needed. Now, it's the perfect time to learn what that means. Now, it's the perfect time to do something different. To move forward in a way that suits you. For you to find yourself in the way that you know deep in your core is true. Get back to you, brother. Get out there, do the things that you used to love. Test the world. Let it test you. Help it find your resolve again. Help it find your way, your path, your light, your truth. Right? If the adventure has begun in divorce, if you want to take the founder of Patagonia, a gentleman that took items that were discarded, items that weren't considered useful anymore, and turned that upside down. He took recycled material and made jackets out of them. He took pants and he turned them into things that could stand up on their own, right? Like he had these, one of his first versions of pants were pants that were made of, I think, old tent material. So he recycled tent material into pants because I believe, in his words, I don't mean to be offensive here, he was a dirtbag climber. So they climbed, and their life was so focused on climbing, there wasn't much money or time to have money to go exchange for money in a job. And why would you do that? Because they were living this epic life in places like Yosemite Valley and climbing all over the world. So I'm going off on a tangent there. One of my favorite movies in the world is 180 Degrees South. It is incredible. It's about adventure. Matter of fact, your homework for tonight is go watch 180 Degrees South. If you are in divorce and you think the world is over and you think that the adventure has not just begun, then it is the perfect time to watch 180 Degrees South. It's a movie about adventure, about age, about men, just about life. So I dare you, watch that movie. If you don't take anything from this video, take the fact that you should go watch 180 Degrees South. It's a fantastic movie. And you'll meet the man, the myth, the legend, the founder of Patagonia, which I'm probably not pronouncing his name correct, so my apologies, but Yvon Chouinard. Wonderful man that turned a love for a hobby of climbing into a business. And he did it because there was no other people out there producing the materials that he wanted. He wanted pitons that did certain things and performed certain ways on the rocks. And no one in America was doing it. So he founded a foundry, became a blacksmith. He made his own tools, and then he sold it to what he calls, no offense here, his dirtbag friends, right? And it was incredible. I mean, that mentality of being resourceful with materials led him to found a company that helped reshape the way that we think about how we source our materials today. And we have a long road to go down that, right? And I'm not trying to pull any political agendas here, but it's a pretty amazing thing that a guy in America can go from living in his van, traveling the world, and taking the mentality of true adventure to heart, create a business that helps himself and his friends by serving other people, and then turn it into this wonderful giant company that changes the way that we look at sourcing our materials, consuming items, repairing things, and the planet. I mean, that's pretty incredible. Say what you will of any possible considerations to politics there, because that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to take this man's words about adventure and apply them to divorce. Because divorce is an adventure. Embrace it. Wake up. You're living in an amazing world surrounded by abundance. And whether you wanted to live the life of a dirtbag climber in Yosemite, the other amazing places that are out here on the West Coast or throughout the world, or you want to go back to your job and hustle. You want to find a deeper why. You want to get back into shape. You want to get outside. Like, what's the adventure that you want to get to? That's the amazing thing here, is like, divorce gives you another opportunity at life. The life you had still exists on some level, right? You have kids, they're still there. They're going to need your love and support. They're not going away, right? You may not see them as much, but they're going to need you more than ever when they do. So show up for them when you do. Show up for a way that they will respect you more. So if that means getting back to the gym, getting back into running shape, getting on that bike again, whatever it is. Maybe you wanted to get into trail running. Go rock climbing, go surfing. I know those are things that I got back into during my divorce, and it was fantastic. You start putting yourself out there, and next thing you know, the world doesn't look so alone. You notice that there's a ton of other people like you. 50% of the population is divorced. 90% of the population is, all right, so this is the statistic I heard the other day. 90% of the population gets married. 50% of that 90% gets divorced. It's all around you, brother. There are people that will support you unknowingly. You just have to take that first step. You have to embrace the adventure. And what lies ahead is absolutely incredible. I wouldn't be talking to you here today if I took the mentality that life was over, that I was going to never be loved again, and that I should just hang it on up. Instead, I did an epic hike. It changed my world, and I met incredible people. Inspired me to keep trying new things, to keep moving forward. So I dare you, embrace the reality here. Divorce is an adventure. The world is now your oyster. How do you want to shuck it?